Wix Studio, the platform for agencies and enterprises to manage clients and projects with max efficiency, sharing Wix's SEO tech to help you drive growth.
Fix errors, waste, and issues in a couple of clicks. Get alerted whenever you're off track. Sign up at trueclicks.com.
Thank you very much, Calvin. Yes, I want to talk with you all about the topic of video. Who here in this room likes video a lot? Who really loves video? Okay, I see not everybody is convinced. Well, as an SEO, you might wonder, why should I bother about videos? Why is this important for me as an SEO? Well, we want to have a deeper look into user behavior. Let's start at the beginning with statistics. You all know this. This is no news. Mobile traffic is gaining year by year. 2020 compared to 2023 shows that desktop traffic is on the decline and mobile traffic is increasing every year. So I thought, okay, let's see how the mobile results are looking for the customers and users. I wanted to bake a cheesecake, so I looked for a cheesecake recipe. And great, I found something with a video. But I figured out, hey, SEOs, I read something about content goblins. They're destroying the fun of using websites. And there's maybe something true about it. And let's have a look how a position 1 cheesecake recipe website looks in these days. First things, you have a cookie banner. All right, I forgive that. Every page has to have this. Then you get the SEO content. Thousands of internal links right away at the top, talking nowhere about my cheesecake recipe. All right, cool, video. Let's see the video. Yeah, it's my latest videos, but it's nowhere about the cheesecake recipes. There's 3 ads in it, and you scroll more down, and you have more ads in it. So nowhere is the cheesecake. I think Google was even warning me with the 7 hours and 45 minutes. I think that's the time I need to find the receipt, yeah? So it's really not surprising that you see those headlines in the news, that the next generation of user is changing the search engine. They have results like that on position 1. I think, what is this? Where's my results? So they change the search engine. Of course, Google is not sleeping on this. They have video results in the SERPs, and quite recently, we have also short videos in the result tab. And if you look into it, you have vertical videos up to a minute long, usually on YouTube Shorts or TikTok. And even in Search of the Record podcast, Gary said that if they see that the search engine, people have a different behavior, it picks it up, that eventually they should push for it. And this wasn't recently, it was 2 years ago. So now you can see that the perfect flow is coming in, and even Google is adjusting to this new kind of user behavior where people want to see videos in a vertical format. So that's why I want to say, let's dive in and see how we can, as SEOs, use videos. First, we want to see what the quality rater guidelines say about videos at all. Then we want to see how you can implement video into your SEO strategy. And last but not least, we want to look into the future of video. What does the quality rater guidelines say about videos? Well, first thing, it is mentioned 106 times. So this is not a note on a side mentioned a couple of times. It's actually a quite big topic. And you maybe wonder, okay, do the quality rater see videos differently than a regular website? Well, they judge everything equal. If it's a PDF document, a regular website with content or an image or a video, everything is rated in the same way. Digging deeper into EEAT, you can see that Google is also even mentioning social media posts, that they are often high quality when they involve people sharing their experience. How does this experience look like in Google's eyes? Well, they have a couple of examples, and the main topic is, of course, cats. Even in the examples, Google is showing an engineer's guide to cats, and they rate this as a video with a lot of experience being shown in the video. And I can highly recommend to have a look into this video. It's a bit older, around 16 years old, but even this is still shown as an example of a video where people show a high experience of cats. If you want the highest rating, though, of experience, you need award-winning cats. Here it is also shown that the highest rating of experience came for a cat video that has won a competition against other cat videos. What was interesting for me is that high quality hardware is mentioned nowhere. Talking with customers, you always hear, hey, we need shiny cameras, we need 8K quality, full-on makeup, everything. Google doesn't care about that at all. A simple TikTok video in a vertical format recorded with a smartphone is well enough to be mentioned as a helpful video. So the hardware itself doesn't matter. The pure content information is really important for the quality raters. So therefore, you can remember that everything is treated the same way in Google's eyes, and therefore in your strategy, you should handle videos the same way as every other content you use. Don't be a content goblin, please. Looking at the automated part of the EEAT part, about the classifying of the author, Google is really smart at figuring out which entity is connected to which. For example, you have a website and a TikTok account, and both have the same name, and maybe the TikTok account links to the website and vice versa. And Google is really well at figuring out that you're both the same person, that you're the same brand, the same author. And this can be also used to evaluate you. Which co-occurrence does exist and how well does it perform? How well is the quality in each of these entities? And therefore, you should keep this in mind, that if you have a website which is maybe average and you have a really good ranking performing TikTok channel, this can be used in the evaluation. So keep this in mind when you have multiple channels, especially with video in the quality writer guidelines eyes. So this is everything about how Google sees videos in their own eyes. Let's have a look how we can integrate videos into our strategy. It's rather simple. You just take a video, a bad ranking page, and slap it on it. That's it. Well, of course not. It's not that easy. Videos aren't mandatory for each page. For example, you don't need it on the imprint or on the About Us page, probably. In some cases, yes, but definitely not on the home page. But there are really some pages where you must have a video. How to figure out which those pages are? Well, a simple way of figuring out what the user actually wants is looking at the SERPs. Google is really well at figuring out when to play out a video. They have algorithms which can figure that out really nicely. And how to keywords are performing the best. 90% of the cases, a video is being shown. And this counts especially for topics that have a very visual input. For example, how to tie a knot. When I remember the early days of the internet, when I was trying to knot my first tie, you only had images, and those images weren't really helpful. You had for between 0.5 and 7 those images, and you didn't know where to put the tie. It was really hard. And eventually you had even written content supplying this, but the video was the really helpful way to actually see how to knot a tie. So these are the parts where video is really helpful for the customer and being played out by the algorithm. There are even tools that you can use. You all know this. You can filter by the SERP results, the SERP features, and say, I only want to see with my keywords where a video is being played out, and really quickly figure out which keywords are interesting for video results. As a local SEO, you also know this. For example, if you upload a video, very often it is shown as the second image. It's being auto-played. For example, here you have a nice eye catcher in our rent-a-car station in Los Angeles with a beautiful BMW M8 competition. It's really grabbing the eye of the customer and increases the click-through rate when you upload a video to your local entities. All right, thanks, Ben. Super interesting. We all know this. All right, let's dive into the juicy stuff. Okay, now we want to figure out actually where is the interesting part where many people don't think about it. To figure out which videos are those ones that aren't there yet on the internet and have a huge amount of people that want to see this, you have to really brainstorm about it. In general, some people like to read. Some people like to watch photos, and some really like to watch videos, like me. So think, where would you, in your topic, on your website, prefer to see a video rather than images and text? Where could that be? You really have to brainstorm about this thing. I work at Sixt, a car rental company, and I got the task to rewrite the content on our car rental branches. And I did this, in the format of EEAT, helpful content. How can I help my visitor, my customer, to have a better experience with renting our cars? And I came to the point car rental stations at airports are really hard to find or super easy to find. And some airports are small, you just leave the plane, you maybe don't even have to check your passport if you are flying locally, and you're right away at the car rental place. If you fly to Los Angeles, for example, the car rental station isn't even at the airport. You have to go to a shuttle bus, and it's off the airport, and Los Angeles is quite a big airport, and you have these little signs, and you don't know where to go, and you have to change 2 floors. It's confusing if you just follow the signs or read an article or have just a couple of images that don't really show where you have to go. So I thought a video might be great. So what do you do as an SEO? You say, check the search volume. Now, how much search volume does exist for the term LAX car rental directions? 0. Nobody's searching for that then. You're the only dumb that looks for that. All right, maybe different keywords, some alternative ones, nothing. Different place, nothing. 0. This is Orlando Airport, also quite big airport in the US. Nobody is searching for car rental directions. So as an SEO, you would say, well, guess it was a dumb idea. Nobody's searching for that. But somebody did make a video about this topic because he followed his gut. And this video was uploaded a year ago and has 23,000 views. And it's nothing else than a simple horizontal smartphone video going out of the plane to the car rental station. Just like, this is how you have to go. And people love it. They want to see it. And you have 0 search volume. And this wasn't a one-hit wonder. It was the same thing at Orlando Airport. Also, over 10,000 views. If I would go to my boss and tell him, hey, I want to create a website with approximately 25,000 views per year, I would say I would have no problem to do it. But if I say it has 0 search volume, it might be a bit harder. Huh? So search data is terrible for creative video ideas. Yeah? The existing ones, you can use the tools. Perfect. But if you want to think of what is new, what can really engage to people, get me a lot of traffic, a lot of views to my website, to my video, then you have to get out of the tools. You might say, hey, Ben, there's YouTube. Why you use Google data? YouTube search data is not real. It doesn't exist. There is no API from YouTube to any of those tools. It's all aggregated, but it's nowhere real. So don't trust those tools. Think like this. Where could a video really help the customer? And where could it give additional context to words and photos? I can really recommend this podcast here from Search of the Records. Gary also said it himself. They were talking only about videos. He was talking about cooking. And he said sometimes there's a cooking recipe that says you have to stir a soup slowly. Yeah, what is slowly? Now you read slowly like, is it this or this? You have images, they just stand. So a video could give additional context, and that's why he says himself, some people prefer videos over images and text. And then again, think of where could a video give additional context to words and photos. If you don't know where to start, use ChatGPT. I did that too. You can make a photo of this prompt I used, replace those underscored parts with your area that you work in. I said I work at the car rental company Sixt. I want to enhance the experience of our customer through videos. Please look in the field of car rentals, particularly when renting a car at LAX airport. Gave me a list of 20 results. I said, come on, give me the top 3. I have no time, no budget. What should I do? And guess what? The first thing was navigate to your pickup location at LAX. That's so you see, even ChatGPT knew what the users want. And that's where you can start if you don't know where to start. Next point, technical setup. Where should you upload now this video you have recorded? One thing is for sure, you should always upload it at least to YouTube. You can embed it on your own website. I know that you can upload it to video, but we all know Google loves Google. The time from uploading on YouTube till it's visible in the SERPs is lightning fast. It never goes that fast when you embed it on your website. So I really can recommend YouTube. You don't have to worry about those guys. Luckily, Reddit videos aren't really indexed yet. They aren't shown as a video snippet. And if somebody from Google is in this room, I ask you, please keep it this way. We don't need more of this crap. Okay, clear audio is also very important for the user. They really want to hear you well. You can record a video with a potato, but if you have clear audio, it is still getting views because it's not only helping the user, but also the algorithm because the algorithm can understand with the keywords in the script what your video is about and rank accordingly. So to summarize, SEO tools give you a general idea, but brainstorming is really where the juicy stuff is. And with crystal clear SEO audio with keywords in the script, you have a really well chance of ranking high. And this is it all for the strategy in SEO. Let's look into the future of video. I want to start with an image. You maybe have seen it all. Carrie Rose standing in front of the Google headquarters saying, TikTok is a search engine. Well, they made this case study and figured out that for some keywords, there's already more search volume on TikTok than YouTube and Google combined. And this is a change of user behavior, as you have seen at the beginning. And this is not only an opinion. Surveys show that 51% of Gen Z women prefer TikTok, not Google. Why? Well, it's the video format. Because the video format is more relatable and gives personalized answers than this crap content that the SEO gumbles up. But coming back to Google, the future of Google is SGE. We all see it, we all hear it in the last 2 days. I can tell you, don't worry, there are still videos in the SGE results. For example, here, a TikTok video. But as I have said before, Google loves Google, YouTube gets more screen real estate. So again, YouTube is the way to go. And when I created this slide, it actually struck me a little bit. Above, you see AI content. Where does this AI information come from? From some websites that Google has nicely stolen the information and spit out to the user in the form of SGE. But which of those two contents is not recreated by AI? It's the video. Video content can't be stolen. This is amazing. We can upload videos, AI can read it, but if the user wants it, it has to show my video. It has to show my face. It has to show my brand. It has to show the words I've said, not some rewritten crap. Then this is amazing when it comes to video. So therefore, I'm telling you, if you haven't worked with video yet, upload your first video. Try to do it today. Show your experience of Brighton SEO. What have you learned in the 2 days? Who are your favorite speakers? Upload a video and learn how YouTube, how TikTok is working to figure out what the next generation of users want, because there is definitely a shift to video. Google is adjusting to that, and maybe, as we have seen with the TikTok ban in the USA, people will have to go back to Google. But there is a shift definitely to vertical video, and this is what you should have in mind. At the end, I have one more thing. You can scan this QR code to get the slides in a boring, old PDF way, but I have also created a new version where you can see under each slide what I have actually said, so you can get some context what each slide is about. And I would be very happy to connect with you on LinkedIn, especially when you like to work on videos. There aren't that many SEOs yet that have the video topic on mind. And that would be really great to exchange so we can prepare all together for the future of the next user generation. Thank you very much.
Monthly reporting making you want to shove sharp things up your nose? Try Dragon Metrics, the all-in-one SEO software with mind-blowing reporting tools.
Demand Sphere. Limitless visual insights from the SERPs. Unlimited dashboards and users. Easy to use and easy to scale your growth to new levels.